Have you ever had your dog lick your hands, your face, or even your feet and thought, "Oh, that's so cute"? Well, here's the shocking truth. It's not always about love. Sometimes when dogs lick you, they're trying to tell you something much deeper. And if you ignore it, you might miss an important message from your furry friend. Today, we're uncovering the real reasons behind dog licking. And trust me, it's not what you think. Now, let's start with the most common reason. Yes, licking can be a sign of affection. Dogs learn this from the very beginning of their lives. When they're puppies, their mother licks them to clean, comfort, and bond. It's one of the first languages of love they ever know. So when your dog licks your hand after you return from work, it's often their way of saying, "I missed you. I love you. I'm glad you're back." But here's the twist. This doesn't explain every lick. If we stop here, we miss out on so many hidden meanings. Another big reason is submission. In dog packs, there's a clear hierarchy. Lower-ranking dogs lick the higher-ranking ones as a way of showing respect and peace. It's almost like bowing. When your dog licks you after being corrected, or when they sneak up and lick you after you raise your voice, they might not be saying, "I love you." Instead, they could be saying, "You're the leader, and I respect your role." It's instinctive, a survival tool carried over from their wolf ancestors. Think about the last time your dog licked you after being scolded. It probably wasn't random. Now, here's something most owners don't notice. Licking is often a stress reliever. Dogs don't bite their nails or pace the floor the way people do. Instead, they lick. Imagine a thunderstorm rolling in. You hear thunder once or twice, but your dog already feels the vibrations and tension in the air. They might climb onto your lap and start licking your hands or arms non-stop. That's not just cuteness. That's their way of coping with anxiety. They're trying to soothe themselves and maybe even asking you for comfort in return. If your dog licks during stressful moments in the household, like arguments, loud noises, or even when you're upset, they may be mirroring the tension. Another fascinating reason is that dogs lick to gather information. Their tongues aren't just for eating. They're like sensors. When they lick your skin, they're tasting sweat, salt, and tiny chemical signals your body gives off. To us, it seems silly. To them, it's like reading a book. You've been outside. You ate chicken. You're nervous. You met another dog. Their sense of taste and smell work together. So when they lick you, they're putting the pieces of your story together. It's why sometimes they sniff, lick, and then stare at you as if they just solved a puzzle. And then, let's talk about attention seeking. Dogs are masters of learning what gets them noticed. If they lick you and you laugh, pet them, or even tell them to stop, they've succeeded, and they got your focus. For them, licking becomes a button they can press to make you interact. Picture this. You're on your phone, not paying attention, and suddenly your dog starts licking your hand. You look down, smile, and maybe talk to them. Mission accomplished. They weren't showing affection. They were saying, "Hey, notice me, right now." Now, this next one is important because many owners miss it. Excessive licking can sometimes be a warning sign of health problems. If your dog is licking you constantly, far more than usual, it could be a sign of hidden anxiety, nausea, or even compulsive behavior. Sometimes dogs who feel unwell or restless redirect their stress onto their owners through licking. It's their way of saying, "Something doesn't feel right." I've heard stories of dogs who started licking obsessively, and later it turned out they had digestive problems or skin irritation. So if your dog suddenly won't stop licking, don't just brush it off as cute. Pay attention. It could be their way of asking for help. So what should you do when your dog licks you? Well, the answer depends on the context. If it's occasional and clearly affectionate, there's nothing wrong with enjoying the moment. It's part of your bond. But if it's obsessive, happening during stressful moments, are always directed at you when they're anxious, it may be time to step back and ask, what's really going on? Are they nervous? Are they bored? Do they need medical attention? Every lick has a story behind it. You just have to listen. And one more thing. Boundaries matter. It's okay to gently train your dog not to lick your face or certain areas if it makes you uncomfortable. Dogs are adaptable, and with patience, they'll learn. Redirect their attention to a toy, a treat, or some calm petting. This way, you respect their need to communicate without letting licking become overwhelming. So next time your dog licks you, pause before saying, "That's cute." Ask yourself, are they showing love, asking for reassurance, gathering information, demanding attention, or even signaling a problem? Licking is not random. It's their language, and if you learn to understand it, you'll connect with your dog in a whole new way. If you enjoyed this insight into your dog's hidden world, hit that like button, share this video with fellow dog lovers, and don't forget to subscribe for more simple, clear, and heartwarming dog psychology tips. And now I want to hear from you. What's the strangest or funniest place your dog has ever licked you? Drop your story in the comments. I can't wait to read them.